Hey everybody, this is Captain Yeet here for you for my Marvel Token Fighting Souls character wishlist. So let's get into it. Now in this game it's gonna be 4v4. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, if it's gonna be 4v4, you pick four characters. That means you're gonna have to have a decent amount of characters on the base roster. Obviously they're gonna have DLC, but the base roster gotta be pretty big. Now at first I had 44 characters, keep it an even number, a pretty big size for a character roster because well you have to pick four characters, And they didn't show the HUD in the showcase. I mean, not the showcase. I keep saying showcase. The state of play. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna have four different health bars for all your characters. I mean, it could just be one health bar, but I'm assuming right now it's gonna be four different health bars. So at first I had 44 characters. Well, no, at first I had 40. Then I went down to 44. Now I got 46. I just kept wanting to add more characters. Now they already revealed 8 characters already in the gameplay trailer that they showed off today. Well, yesterday. And the four characters were Captain America, Iron Man, Miss Marvel, Spider Man, Star Lord, Ghost Rider, Doctor Doom, and Storm. Those were the 8 characters they already revealed inside of here. Now, if you rewatch the trailer, from what I saw, there's stage transitions in this game. And in the beginning of the trailer, there was a stage transition where Miss Marvel went flying, and the new stage had this huge statue in the background. It was Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. Obviously, I mean, it kind of makes sense that Thor was going to be in this game. It's a Marvel game. He's one of the most popular Mario characters, but he wasn't in the trailer. But obviously, there's a statue of him, and it made sense, so I put him on my list. So I go ahead and check Thor off. And in that statue, it had like classic designs because the design of Captain America and Iron Man that we saw in the game, they didn't have that statue didn't have those designs. It was like really classic designs, even Thor. So that's probably not how Thor's gonna look whenever he gets into the game when we see him. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Number two, I couldn't really tell any other characters from watching the trailer besides from Daredevil. I saw this Twitter user going over the whole trailer, and they said if you look closely, you can see a boxing ring that Daredevil goes into a lot, and also, and you look in a window, you can kind of see him. Now he's not in his costume, but it kind of looks like him. He has the red glasses on. He has like the stick. Then because he's blind and he's looking out the window. I'm like, that kind of does look like Daredevil. So I'm gonna just put Daredevil down because obviously he's a really cool character. So he'd be really nice to see in this game. Then also, if you rewatch the trailer, I didn't notice this at first, or no, I didn't notice it at first. I had to like rewatch the trailer a few times to see it like perfectly. But in the beginning of the trailer, when Iron Man tries to hit Captain America punches Iron Man, and they go flying in the sky, and they reveal that there's air combos in this game. But when it hits them up in the sky, they were in the New York map. Now, in the New York map, you can see in the background when they do the air combo, you can see the Avengers Tower and the Baxter Building. Obviously, I'm like, yo, I was gonna put them down anyway, since if you know me, I love the Fantastic Four. Like I love them so much. So I got all the Fantastic Four, and obviously it's a 4v4 fighting game. Get the Baxter Building 4v4, get the whole team up there. We didn't see it here, but I really hope there's really, oh man, there probably is Arkham System works is making this, really cool intros and outros. I love those and unique intros and outros depending on who you're talking to. And I really hope there's like unique intros and outros based on who you have on your team. So all the Fantastic Four, Sue and Ree like hugging each other or something, and Johnny and Ben. Like, I really hope that's in here. That'd be really cool. So let me go ahead and check off all the Fantastic Four. You already know Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, or Mrs. Fantastic, Human Torch, and the Thing. I can't wait to see what they look like. The designs in this game, I love the designs. They're so good. I really like the designs. They look really cool. And also, I guess for oops, sorry. I guess for an honorable mention, because I don't really have a section for honorable mentions, but I guess you can put Dazzler as an honorable mention. I was watching somebody's video, and you can see in the background at the very beginning of the trailer, you can see Dazzler and like a little sign for her, and also like a theater in the background where it shows like Dazzler's playing tonight. I don't know if Dazzler's gonna be in the game as a fighter. I mean, I think I've heard of her before. I think she does have some powers, but I don't know. I mean, I guess they could, but I guess put that as an honorable mention since I don't know if it'd be base roster. Maybe who knows? And I guess also I'm gonna put Zemo down as honorable mention. I probably should have done this later earlier on. But I guess I'll go ahead and put him down as an honorable mention because I don't think he's gonna be in the game. I mean, maybe with DLC, I doubt he'll be base roster. But the only reason I'm putting Zemo down is because, well, what is it? I don't know what the story mode is gonna be for this game, obviously, but I'm thinking something Civil War because in the very beginning, before you see any gameplay, Captain America goes, "Why are we fighting? We're friends." And Iron Man says, "Do you really think that vibranium shield is going to be enough to beat this high tech technology?" I'm like, okay, I guess they're fighting for some reason, and Captain America don't know why. So I'm guessing they're gonna do some sort of Civil War thing. Even at the end of the trailer, you see all 8 characters 4v4 running at each other, and they specifically zoom in are Captain America and Iron Man charging. So I'm like, okay, I guess they're gonna do some sort of Civil War. That's the whole story mode. Maybe not, but I guess that might be a part of it, the little Civil War thing. Anyway, after that, I get the Hulk. Well, you gotta have the Hulk in here. Come on, it's the Hulk. I mean, he's a very popular character. Can't wait to see what he looks like, and especially what his ultimate moves are gonna be. I can't wait for that because I really like Marvel vs. Capcom, and ever since this trailer came out, everybody's been cracking jokes that they're not gonna come over now because I mean, look at this. Look at Tokon. Like this looks so crazy. And almost every Marvel vs. Capcom game I played, which is three, I played some of the arcade ones, so like two, but I was like a kid. It's been so long. I can't really remember playing it too much, besides from like that one time. And I played Infinite, but Infinite, it wasn't too bad. But anyway, in almost every game, he doesn't really have any too crazy ultimates. He's like Gamma Wave, Gamma Tsunami. I mean, grabbing a giant rock and falling down. I'm like, give me something else. Like, these are cool, but I want something crazy. Hopefully, they give me something crazy here. But I got the Hulk. We got Captain America. So the next character I have is the Winter Soldier. I mean, come on, he'd be really cool. I don't know if there's Team Ultimate in here. There was that one moment in the trailer where Captain America and Star Lord both hit your opponent at the same time and they make an X. I don't know if that was a Team Ultimate or that was just him calling out an assist and it happens like perfectly. But the fact that it made an X and it slowed down, I don't know. Maybe that was a team ult, or maybe they were just like slowing it down because it's cool and it just makes an X if you hit it with your opponent. I mean, if you hit it with your assist, it's up in the air. They didn't really confirm Team Ultimates or not, but yeah, but if they have a Team Ultimate, I want it to be something just like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I mean, come on, that Team Ultimate was so cool, especially at the end. If you've seen it, unyielding justice. Like, come on, that was dope. I hope they have something like that if there is a Team Ultimate. If not, at least have something dope in the story, at least. But anyway, next character I have is Cyclops, because in the trailer, Storm was in there. She has a dope design. But Storm was in there. I'm like, well, if you have Storm, you gotta have Cyclops, right? The leader of the X-Men, besides from Professor X. But come on, Cyclops would be super dope. And the next character, if you have Cyclops, well, if you have X-Men in general, you gotta have Wolverine. Come on now. Wolverine is like the poster boy for the X-Men besides from Cyclops and Storm. I mean, you like those are like the Trinity. Well, not really. Oh, hmm. Think about it. I guess who would be like the X-Men Trinity? It would be them three, right? Cyclops, Wolverine, and Storm. Those are the three most popular X-Men, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to. I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying it out loud. Maybe. Maybe don't like me, those are like the three some of the most popular ones. So yeah, you gotta have Logan. I really hope he's in here. He'd be really cool to have. And then I have Gamora because we got Star Lord, now we got Gamora, and I'm really glad they sold off Star Lord, especially at the very beginning. I love his jacket. I love you know me. I love jackets. I wear jackets all the time. I love Captain America's jacket and Star Lord's jacket. Just looks so cool, especially with the big puff around the ring. The only thing I don't like about his design is his hair. It's like really sleek up. But other than that, he looks really cool. Like I love the way he looks. But if you have Star Lord, you need other Guardians of the Galaxy. Might as well bring Gamora in here, which would be really cool. I was so disappointed in Marvel vs. Capcom when they only had Gamora. I mean, Gamora's cool, but they had Gamora and they didn't have Star Lord or anybody else. Well, no, they had Rocket and Groot, but still, I really wanted Star Lord. Apparently, he was planned, but they didn't have him in here. I really wonder what they're gonna do because the past two games I've seen Gamora in, which was yeah, the Marvels, Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, they used her classic design from the comics, where she has like the yellow makeup around under her eyes. I'm not saying that's a bad design, but because in most of the games I've seen with Star Lord that's come out after the movies, they do something with his movie design, but tweak it. Like that's basically his movie design in Token, but it's a bit tweaked. It looked different. It looked nice. Every other game I've seen her in is just like the comic design. Maybe they can tweak her movie design, which will look really cool. But yeah, I really want Gamora in here. Then I'm like, okay, we need some villains in here. Give me some villains. So next villain, I mean the next character slash villain I have is Venom. We have Spider Man. Might as well put Venom in there. He's really popular, right? Venom looks so cool. Then I have Ultron. I wasn't gonna put Ultron, but the only reason I did was because at the very end of the trailer, if you look, when it's the four characters on both sides running at each other, they end like this gladiator arena. And in the arena, if you pause it, there's a throne in the background, and next to the throne on both sides, there's these two huge statues holding up like a ball or something. And they look like robot, like the statues look like robots. I'm like, huh, I guess Ultron? But the robots have like hair, and the hair kind of looks like those dreadlock things from that one Overwatch character. I forgot. Ramada. Like it looked like that kind of hair, like robotic hair. But I'm like Ultron. He doesn't usually have hair, never. And whenever he makes his Ultron bots, they don't have hair either. I mean, they might be doing something different for the game, like giving them hair. But I'm like, well, the only other person I can think of that has robots like that is Ultron. So I guess Ultron. I mean, it might not be Ultron for the throne and those two statue robot things, but I just put Ultron down because I couldn't think of anybody else. Then I have Green Goblin. Obviously, we already have a Spider-Man villain, but I mean, hey, I mean, the more the merrier, you know. I mean, he's really cool, and he's like a classic one. Oh, no, I know. I put him down too because obviously he's a Spider-Man villain. He's cool, and because I think in that same screenshot, if you pause it, when you see the Baxter building and the Avengers Tower, I think in another shot, either in that same shot or another shot, you could also see the Baxter, not the Baxter building, Oscorp. I think you could also see Oscorp in that same screenshot. That's why I put him down. Almost forgot about that. Then I got Thanos. Thanos would be really cool to have in this game. I can't really see what his ultimate is like. It'd be really cool if he just snaps and then you just you know, really like to see Thanos and what he'll. I like. I really just can't like with this and Rivals. Like Marvel's going like back to back bangers. Like they got Rivals going on. They got this coming out. Yo, like they're really cooking. They're really cooking right now. They are going crazy. There've been so many. I've been seeing so many people make memes about Marvel's Capcom not coming out no more. I saw someone say, "Yo, Injustice 3, yo, pack it up." Nobody wants to play that now. I mean, if you were good enough, I'll still play Injustice 3, but I'm really waiting for this. I'm really waiting for this. Anyway, but no, what was I saying? With Rivals and this, I just really can't wait to see characters and then how they look. Because obviously I can't wait for specific characters, but I'm really waiting for how they look. Because the way Rivals in this game makes the characters look, they look so unique and beautiful. Like I can't wait to see how they look. Like yeah, I really can. The designs. Anyway, next character I have is Kang. Now I'm not confirmed to doing time travel stuff or anything or who the big bad is gonna be. We saw Doom in there. He was fighting along the heroes, but I mean that could just be for the trailer. We don't really know. I also thought it was kind of funny because one of the first characters they revealed for this game is Doom. This game coming out next year with Doomsday. We don't know what the time frame, like middle year, late year, but it might release it somewhat close to Doomsday in December, or maybe they would go release it near the summertime, which where Doomsday was supposed to come out, but now it's delayed till December. So I don't know. um, but yeah, the only reason I put Kang was because if you watch the state of play, they sold the trailer, and after the trailer, you saw like a pause thing pop up at your screen, and then the whole trailer started to rewind. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, why is the trailer rewinding? I'm like, oh, it's Kang. He's messing with time. He's about to pop up with like another character. No, I just saw the video of like the devs of the game talking about how they approached Marvel and PlayStation approached them and everything. Which is them going over how they're making the game. Oh, okay, that was really nice, but I thought it was Kang. So I'm gonna put Kang down. He's a really cool character. It'd be really cool if his ultimate is like all his different forms from the multiverse or different timelines come in to hit you. And it's like you see like at the end you see the Counselor Kang after his ultimate just looking at you. That'd be dope. That'd be really cool. Anyway, after that, I have Hawkeye. Obviously, he's pretty popular because of the not because of the movies. I'm assuming he was pretty popular before the movies, but I really like Hawkeye. I like to have Hawkeye in here. Then also Black Widow. She's really popular. Put Black Widow in here. She's really cool. Then I was also thinking about okay, Miss Marvel's in here. I love the way she looks. Why not have Captain Marvel? You know, her idol. Okay, put Captain Marvel in here. So her powers look really cool in this game. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I mentioned this in my trailer talk, but I guess I'll bring it up again here since I'm like really happy they did this because in the Marvel movie, because in the regular comics, Miss Marvel's abilities are somewhat like Mr. Fantastic. She doesn't like stretch outright like Mr. Fantastic, but it's kind of it's a little weird, but it's kind of like stretching like Mr. Fantastic, but it's not. It's like somewhat it's like unique, but it kind of looks like his powers. Anyway, they said that they didn't want two characters with the same sort of move set in the movies, so they changed Ms. Marvel's power set from in like somewhat stretching and getting larger to like Green Lantern hard light constructs. Well, it looks really cool, but I really wanted her to use like the stretchiness and the in bigging and stuff. And I was like, wow, I guess whenever a game comes out, they're gonna change it to that. And the Marvel Avengers game already came out before the TV show, and I think was there another game with her? I think Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 was out before they even started filming, you know. And other than that, I don't think there's ever been a game with her since then with her, besides like Marvel Snap and stuff. So I was like, okay, I guess whenever the next game that comes out, they're gonna have like the hard light constructs. But no, I'm pretty sure they started making this game way before, or I mean way after those the TV show came out and the Marvels came out, and boom. She had like a regular power set. I'm like, okay, that's good. I'm so happy for that. I'm not saying that the hard constructs don't look cool, but I'd rather have like a regular power set. I mean, and people, I think they would have been a lot better in the movies and stuff, and like people would have accepted it more if she would have had her regular power set at first, and then she like awakened to the hard light. Yeah, people still would have been mad, but at least like give that to him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Don't just it's whatever though. But let's get into the next character. Anyway, the next character, Doctor Strange, his magic and his design will look so cool in this movie. I mean, in this game. I was also thinking Doctor Strange because in this one stage transition, you see like these army men like protecting this alley, and in the alley was like this giant tentacle coming down, and you're like, yeah, I'm like, what the heck is that? And the only thing I could think of was, well, in New York, there's a huge tentacle. The only thing I could think of was that giant eye monster that kind of looked like Suma Gorath from Multiverse of Madness that Doctor Strange fought. I'm like, oh, that must be that thing. Okay, Doctor Strange. I was thinking about him being in this game either way, but you know, I would like to see Doctor Strange. Then I have Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi will look so cool. I don't know what his regular power set is in the comics. From what I've seen, it was like astral projection and nunchucks and stuff. Obviously, in the movies, he has the 10 rings that go on your arm. He can shoot them off. Hopefully, they have that move set for him because that would be so dope to play as. I really hope they have that move set instead of what the comics is. Or they could do a mixture of both. That'd be kind of cool, do a mixture of both. And obviously, I have Black Panther. Black Panther would be so dope. Really hope they have these his cape. I love his design of his cape on. They haven't done that in the movies yet, but I really hope they do the cape and the regular Black Panther, T'Challa. His sister's cool too, but get T'Challa in here. I know in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, he had his cape in the story mode, but he was DLC, which I didn't understand why. It was in the story, but he was DLC. And then at the beginning of the match, he takes his cape off, so you fight with him without his cape, which sucks because I really wanted to fight with the cape on. But after the match is done, his outro is him grabbing his cape and putting it back on. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I really hope he has his cape in here, you know? That'd be really cool to have in here. Then I'm gonna check him off. Next up I have Jubilee. Another X-Men character would be really cool to have. I really like Jubilee. She's one of my favorite X-Men. She's the reason why I got this poster. Cause well, if you saw my old videos from my older room down the hallway, I have a big Marvel poster right here. And I saw that poster in Five Below, and I was like, I have a really big Marvel poster already. I don't need another one. And then I saw the Fantastic Four up there. I love the Fantastic Four. I'm like, well, okay, the other poster doesn't have the Fantastic Four, but I'm not buying this. I'm like, let's Jubilee's up here. And I walked away. I came back and I looked at it again. I didn't see her the first time right there, but the second time I looked, I was like, wait a second, that's Jubilee and the Fantastic. I'm like, all right, how much for the how much for the poster? I gotta buy this poster. This is dope. I need this poster right now. So that's why I got this. Anyway, next character I got is Ant-Man slash the Wasp. I mean, it could have been their own separate characters, but I'm gonna make them their two in one character since I mean they kind of have the same abilities. I guess the only difference is the Wasp she had like the taser shooting thing. But other than that, she gets really well. Does she get big? Well, I guess in the movies she doesn't get big, but I'm pretty sure in the comics she gets big and small. But Ant Man gets big and small. But I'm gonna make this a combo character, so you get two in one, two characters in one, which is really cool. So Ant Man and the Wasp. Number 33. I haven't been counting, but I'm at 33 now. If you've been keeping up. Number 33, I got Scarlet Witch, another magic character like Doctor Strange, but obviously she uses it in a bit of a different way. So it should be really cool to have in here too. I would like the Quicksilver. I didn't have him in this list. The Quicksilver is really cool though. Um, I sort of put him in the list, but now I go to 47. I didn't want to keep. I didn't want like 100 characters. I wanted to make it somewhat realistic, and I thought 46 is somewhat realistic. So, yeah. So just right now, just Scarlet Witch. Then I have Loki. I mean, you got Thor. I might as well have Loki. His brother have him in here causing some mix-ups and stuff. Like that'd be really cool to have. Number 35, I have Electro. I really wanted Electro in a fighting game, and this will be a good chance as any, right? I mean, he's a really cool character. I love his design and No Way Home with like the construction, whatever, like the electric, not electrician, because when he what was it when they first found him, he just had the jacket like electrician. He looked really cool, but at the end fight, with just like the Stark for arc reactor in the middle, like all this makeshift stuff and the Tims, the Tims people kept pointing out. I was like, yo, he looks so cool, and like anytime, every time he uses powers, cause what was it in the game in the Spider-Man game on PlayStation? He has a scar in the shape of his like classic mask, and in the movie No Way Home, every time he uses powers after he get the arc reactor, electricity will form around his face to make his mask. Every time he uses powers, I'm like, oh, okay, that's a cool little reference. That's cool. I really hope they have Electro in here. He'd be so dope. Then I have Iron Fist. He's really cool. A martial arts character. He'd be cool to have in here. Then I have Nova. I was like, in that gladiator thing, it looks somewhat because it's probably gonna be like street level and like outer space stuff too in the story mode based off that final shot with them coming at each other. So I'm like, okay, you gotta get some space characters. That's why I got like Captain Marvel in here. Get and in the Guardians of the Galaxy obviously in here too. So get some more space characters. Get Nova. Nova's really cool. I was thinking about Marvel vs. Capcom. Obviously, these are two different developers, but he been almost every one of those. Get him in here too. That'd be really cool. Then, wait a second. Oh, okay. I can add one more character. Okay, so I wrote Ant Man at 32, and I have Ant Man and the Wasp at 38. I didn't realize I wrote Ant Man twice. So okay, I need to think of one more character. Wait, I got it. I already got it. Okay, so I got Ant-Man and Wasp first. Let me skip down to 39. I didn't realize I messed that up till I was reading it. I knew because I wrote it. I wrote my original list down, but I messed up the numbers when I was writing the numbers down next to the names. So I just scratched that and I started on a new piece of paper, but I messed up again. So okay, I gotta let me write this. Okay. Okay, let me skip down 39. 39 is Vision. Vision would be really cool to have in this game with his like he can phase through you and everything like that with his I don't know if it's like the Mind Stone in the comics or if he has in his head with the laser and everything he can do. Then I have Falcon at 40. He could be well, nah, they got regular Captain America in here, so I guess it'd be normal Falcon. But he'll still be cool to have in here too. Regular Falcon and the way he'll look and everything. Number 41, I have Groot slash Rocket. In Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, they just had him as a two and one character, where I think wasn't it just like in my mind? I think they should just have Groot as the main character and Rocket on his back, and then you punch, shoot, and do whatever. But I think in Marvel vs. Capcom, they had Rocket as the main character, and then there'll be some specials. Groot will come out and punch you, and then the ultimate, it was both of them. But I would like to switch it up to where Groot's the main character. And he's like punching and doing stuff, and Rocket will shoot and do whatever. I think that would be work a lot better. But I'm not saying the other way is bad, but yeah, I have them as a 2v1. Then I have Moon Knight, somewhat of a recent character in the movies. Got to get that synergy a little bit. Moon Knight looks really cool in the movies and the comics. I can't in the Marvel Rivals. Can't wait to see what they make him look like in here. And then it'd be really cool if his ultimate Khonshu comes out and helps him fight too. Or it's all three of his personality that changes up. Go. I don't know if that's how it works in the comics, but in the TV, so he'll be in like his regular Moon Knight outfit with Mark, and then whenever it's what's his other one, the more timid one, uh, not Jake Lockley. That's like the more like bruiser one. Stephen Grant. When he comes out, he turns into Mr. Knight. So that'd be kind of cool if he uses like his regular like stuff doing his ultimate, and then then he goes into Steven and he uses batons, and then Jake Lockley comes out and boom, boom, shoots him, and then you just have Khonshu comes out. Good job. That'd be cool, eh? That'd be really cool. Then I have America Chavez. She's more of a recent character too in the movies. That synergy going, and I just kept thinking of her power set because she can punch holes in dimensions and star shapes. So she's doing that to like grab you, throw you in it. Like that'd be a cool grab animation. Like she punches you, makes a dimension hole, have something come through and grab you, or she just throws you in there, you come back out like on fire, and then her ultimate. She makes like a ton of portals, or she grabs you and throws you in there with her, and you just go from dimension to dimension, getting hurt by random stuff or characters not in the game yet, and then she throws you back out. like her move set will look so cool with the dimensional portals she can make. I would love to see her in this game. Then for 44, I have Magneto, another X-Men character, and obviously he's really popular, a villain because we need some more villains up here. And see he can control magnets. He can control magnets. He can control metal. He can control metal. I don't know why I said magnets, but that'd be cool. And then for 45, I have Namor. Namor, somewhat recent character in the movies. He's in Rivals. He looks really cool. I wonder what he'll make him look like. Um, there was something else I wanted to say of him. Was it? No, it wasn't. I forgot. There was something else I wanted to say about Namor, but I forgot. Was it his wings on his feet? Or his trident or his water? Nah, I can't remember what I wanted to say about Namor. But put him in the game, he'd be really cool. Number 46 will be Doc Ock. A lot of Spider-Man villains, but those are some good villains. And Doc Ock will just be so cool. I always wanted Doc Ock in a fighting game. I always liked Doc Ock as a character because his four metal tentacle arms are just so cool to me as a kid, and they're still cool to me now. I remember they wanted Doc Ock in a Marvel vs. Capcom fighting game. I can't remember which one. I think it was three, maybe two, but they couldn't get him in there because it was just so hard. They said it was hard to like animate all his like metal limbs like floating around and how would it work. But I think they could make it work in here. You look really cool. I would love to have Doc Ock in here. And obviously, I need one more character to replace Ant Man since I have Ant Man and the Wasp and Ant Man in two different spots. So to counteract that, I am going to have in my mind. I'm thinking of the Eternals or Black Bolt. Or maybe hmm, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just put uh I'm just gonna put uh would that work for the story mode? No, it have to be like a secret character or DLC. So that means it'll just be 45 characters. It'll be off. Okay, I'll do let me pause this. Okay, I'm going to put Deadpool. I'm surprised I didn't have Deadpool on my list to begin with, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Deadpool. And then for a secret character, I'm going to put Deku for My Hero Academia. Why? Well, it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed, but a lot of people are saying that Horikoshi, the guy that made My Hero Academia, he's the one that's helping or that is outright making all the designs for this game. And I'm like, what? And I know Horikoshi is a really big Marvel fan. He loves Spider Man. That is a fact. I think he done a few collaborations with Marvel and some of the artists to make like some artwork just for fun. And yeah, like he's a big Marvel fan. And people are saying specifically, they said the Miss Marvel design has to be from Horikoshi. And I'm like, I can kind of maybe see it, but it's not confirmed. That'd be cool. And in my mind, I was thinking, well, if he's helping making these designs, I mean, he loves Marvel. Why not put? some of his characters in there, you know. So that'd be really cool. Like one day we get a season pass trailer and like two of the characters in it is like Deku and Bakugo or Shigaraki, Kirishima. Like, you know, it's like get some of my hero characters in there. It's not confirmed, obviously, but that'd be kind of dope. You know, that'd be cool if he is making all the designs for it and he can slide some of his characters in there. That'd be really cool. But yeah, that is my 46 character roster for Marvel versus Marvel Token Fighting Souls. I cannot wait for this game. That'll be really cool. That'll be really hopefully it comes to Xbox. Arc System Works is making this game, and that not owned by PlayStation, but it's only on PlayStation and PC for right now. But like I said, Arc System Works isn't owned by PlayStation. I saw somebody say that PlayStation is helping fund this game. So they're giving them money to fund this game. So if that's the case, then this game is gonna be a timed exclusive. For how long? Who knows? Usually sometimes timed exclusives can last for a few month to a year. Year, yikes. It's like 50-50. I know that what's it called? I know the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection was only on PlayStation. Then after like a few months, you know, people were so mad they eventually said, "All right, we're gonna bring it to Xbox." That might be the case here, or maybe not. I don't know. I guess we'll find out more in the coming weeks to months, you know, about this. But for right now, that's all we know. Hopefully, it comes to Xbox, but we do not know. If it doesn't, then I'll have to buy PlayStation. And I want to buy the Nintendo Switch too. So that's $1,000. That's 500 for the Switch, 500 for a new PlayStation. My goodness. My goodness. Oh, I'm gonna be working overtime, boy. My goodness. Let me just write this down really quickly. Okay, but yeah, that is the character roster for this game. So, wish list. Okay. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all later. Thank you all for watching. I think all that ever be a wonderful human beings, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. All right.